everybody. It's March 23rd and it is 43 degrees Fahrenheit here in Washougal, Washington, and that's 6 degrees Celsius for all my other friends across the pond. And it's going to a high of 56 degrees, 13 degrees Celsius. And as you can tell, I'm in a different location. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Colette, the Highway Stitcher, and I'm here to give you my stitching from the highway and at home. And for now, I'm on the highway, sort of, kind of. This is our second home. It's in Washougal, Washington, and we call it the River House. And that's because it's on the Washougal River. And we're here for a couple weeks, and so I decided, well, I might as well give you updates from here on what I've accomplished for my week of stitching. And I'll also send you some pictures, give you maybe a video at the end of what it's been like up here. I was hoping to go outside maybe and do some videoing, but the weather has been inclement. Today is actually the first day where we've had a little bit of sun, but it's still pretty cold. So no filming outside this time. I want to, before I go on and show you my whips, I just want to thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you so much. This is, of course, a floss tube on stitching, but I appreciate all of my subscribers, whatever you came here for. So thank you so very, very much. Anyway, this will be short and sweet. I am going to move on to my whips and show you what I've accomplished in the last week. First of all, I'm just pulling them off at the top, so there's no particular order. This is Linen and Threads 2021 Mystery Sale. If you go to Linen and Threads website, it is there free. So it's a stitch along for the month, and it's free for everybody. Anyway, this one's called Talavera, and for this month we were supposed to be working on the long side parts, the borders. This has been a tedious thing for me. I don't know how other people have felt, but I have other like pieces, you know, there are things that I have commitments and goals on, so I can't just work on Talavera for you know, all day long. If I did, I could have it done, but I don't want to because I have other things I want to work on. So I'm not done by any means, but you know, I'll show you what I've got accomplished so far and show you that there is a lot that has to be done with this one. So, as you can see, this is just one border, and see how far down it goes. And I still have to do the middle one and then the other one. But that's all right. I'm fine with it. I'll just keep working on it, you know, as I go. When the one comes out April 1st, I will probably work on the actual square, because it'll probably be one of the squares that they do the design for April. And I'll just finish that up, and then I'll go back and work on the borders. This is being stitched on a 32 count white even weave Lugana, and the colors are my own chosen colors. Everybody could choose what they wanted for the Talavera, which is a form of Spanish pottery. In my case, I picked 5 colors, and this is how I decided to have it look. So it's been fun. Every one that comes out, I kind of have to choose a different layout of how I want it to be. So that part's been kind of fun. And now I've got the pattern for the border almost memorized, so hopefully I can go a little bit faster. But each one of those little squares with the inside part are like 200 stitches, so it's been taking a while. But love it anyway. So, okay, this is a pattern that I picked up to stitch before Easter that I mentioned in my last week's floss tube. This is a Dimensions Gold kit called Lost No More. The artwork is by Greg Olson, who I really enjoy his artwork. And I am stitching on this up to Easter, probably a little bit after Easter. Last year I started working on this, so I actually finished Jesus and his staff. I mean, not finished him, but did some of him and his staff. And then this time when I picked it up, I started doing this part right here, the flowers and the sheep, some of the sheep. So that's what I accomplished. I got about, let me see, 1,345 stitches for the week. Not bad. I just picked it up and worked on it first thing before I worked on anything else. So when I first backstitched it, and I mean the sheep, and I picked it up and I looked at it and I go, it looks all the same to me. And so I asked my husband, and he goes, oh, looks like sheep to me. So I guess they do. Anyway, that's Lost No More. So I'll continue working on that for another couple weeks. Okay, the next one, which I did bring up with me, is my one of my full coverage. This is a lace maker by Artisy Cross Stitch. And this one is my challenge for full coverage fanatics, and I am hoping for 21,000 stitches in 2021, which is an achievable goal if you keep up with it. It's about 60 stitches a day. But again, I set it down. I didn't bring it to my sister's house when I was spending time with her, and so of course I'm not caught up with it totally. But I did get a significant amount. Let me see. I got 650 stitches this week in it. So hard to see. This is a lot of white stitching and light blue and cream at the beginning. So the fun stuff is going to come a little bit later. So that's what I got done on the lace maker. So I'm going to continue working on that one a little bit each day. Okay, the next one I got some work done on was my Welcome to the River. Brought this with me, and appropriately to work up here. So the last time you saw it, I had finished I, and I may have outlined the V. That I don't remember exactly. But anyway, as you can see here, I already filled in the V, and I'm starting the outline for the E. This is being stitched on a 28 count mystery fabric, linen, probably a natural color, that I picked up to use for the 2018 Stitch Mania and did not write down what it was. And but it's the called for DMC floss. And I'm excited for that because the V's done and I'm on to the E. I'm hoping, but we'll see, I'm hoping for a finish before I leave to go home, because it'd be fun to say I finished it up at the River House, because that's where this piece is going to be displayed. So I did forget to mention to you the full coverage is on 25 count, a white even weave with the called for DMC threads. I also brought up temperature typography, my temperature pattern piece for the year. This is from Stitching Mommy on Etsy and also Floss Tube. And this week I finished up my R. This is being stitched on 32 count Be Stitched Me fabric. It's a Lugana and it's called Peanut. So kind of a creamy, dark cream color. So let's see if I can show you closer here. That R. And there was one cold part, but then we've gone into a lot of like 50s now, 50 degrees in Utah. So the colors are changing, as you can see, from January, February, and March, into March. This is so cute and so pretty. Oh, and the colors are DMC, ones I picked myself, and I picked the general range of them and the colors of them that I wanted to use for the temperature stitching. Okay, the last piece that I worked on this week was Sheep May Safely Graze from Homespun Elegance. This is also a 2018 Stitch Mania start that I want to get finished before this upcoming Mania if I can. And here she is. Where I left off before is I finished these parts down to here, but I did not stitch that. So that was all stitched this last week. 414 stitches for Zombie Run, just exactly same with my Welcome to the River, was also a Zombie Run part 2 for the challenge. So anyway, happy with that. I got a couple of the sheep done there, the little sheep and some of the grass and some of the base of the tree. This is being stitched on a 28 count vintage country mocha by Zweigart, and it's using the called for overdyed threads. Most of them are overdyed. I think there's a couple DMCs. I think it's very pretty. This wasn't the called for fabric, but I think it's turning out very nice with this piece. I will have Welcome to the River done, I know, even if it doesn't get done this week while I'm still here at the house, at the river house, it will be done within the next 2 weeks, I know. So I'm going to be concentrating on this to try to get this done. It'd be great if I could get this done pretty fast too. And then I've freed up quite a few spots on my Stitch Mania pieces. So probably when I get back to Utah, I'll be able to tell you more of what my Stitch Mania plans are. As of right now, I'm shooting for probably a similar type of thing that I did last year, doing a Blind Me Cat method, which is the one where you place the whips in their birthdays sections where you started them for Mania, and then you continue to have them there until you finish them. I'm freeing up now. If I get Sheep May Safely Graze finished before Mania, which I should, I have 10 freed spots. So now I'm trying to decide, well, I want to place some of my other whips that were never in Mania. I want to place some of them into Mania to work on finishing them. And then I would like to do some new starts too, but not a whole new 10 starts. So I think what my plan will be is probably 5. If I do have the 10 free spots, I'm going to do 5, put in 5 whips and 5 new starts. So that's kind of the plan right now, but I'm going to finalize that a little more in a couple weeks, so I'll be able to show you what my Mania plans are. Anyway, regular plans for next week. I'm going to continue to work on all the above that I showed you as whips, because of course none are done. Hoping for a planned finish on Welcome to the River. The rest I will just continue working on as always. One that I will be adding to the mix will be this one, my other Whip Go piece. And it was the number, I believe number 27 was called for the other one. I'm not positive on that. I know 10 was called. And my 10 was the Arcadia piece. I call it my Small World piece. So I already got my amount done on that. So my other Whip Go pick was for this month was Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. So I'm going to work on that this week and the next week and try to get my required stitches into this piece. This is being stitched on a 25 count white even weave Lugana, 1/1, and the floss is Mrs. Sadis floss in the colorway of Darling. So. This blue, it's like a blue-green, and it's just so pretty. So that's my hoped for work on this week along with the others. So. And like I said, this is like a short and sweet video, not very long. I will give you a quote at the end. This time my quote's going to be off of my phone since I don't have my book with me, which is perfectly fine. So I'm still going to stay with Friends quotes, which I've been pulling off of my gratitude book for the last couple weeks. So I thought this one was kind of cool. But it's an unknown author, so they don't have any idea who quoted it. Everyone hears what you say. Friends listen to what you say. Best friends listen to what you don't say. And I thought that was very good, because they do. Your best friends know you so well that they know what you're not saying and they know what you need. So anyway, thanks for joining me for my little quickie floss tube and seeing me here at the river house. At least you can kind of see a little bit to the river house. There's, it's just a little small house with a few little things in it. And the river's out back, so hoping to maybe the next time I come I'll be able to actually video outside and you can see outside. At the end I will put in a little video of what I took at the river, and hope you enjoy it. So anyway, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Well, here's some views of the Washougal River, if you can hear me over the river's roar. We had tons of rain last night, and our little river has turned into quite a rushing river. This tree right here, is always totally dry, and it's dry all the way down, way beyond it. Now everything's covered with water. This is so awesome. There usually is an island up there. No island anymore.